Hello, marketing. Sorry I'm gone today. Had to take my son to the doctor, so you're going to have a few things you need to get done today. The first thing, I want you to write a reflection in your drive about this Friday's information or this last Friday's homecoming festivities and how well you think you did implementation wise of the plans you guys made. You might look back at the plans that you made and then see what did and did not happen and reflect from there. Um, After you complete that reflection, your next step is to go to the chapter one notes that we started. I am in chapter one in the side tab for our community. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see chapter one marketing notes. In case you didn't get those the first time, because I know some of you might have been gone, you can click on the little yellow box here and then go to File, Make a Copy after it's opened. It looks like this, and you go to File, Make a Copy, and then you can have your own. You can work on this with another person, um, but please do your best to contribute if you are going to work together. So when we talked the last time about chapter one, we talked about a few things. What is marketing? What is the scope of marketing? Some more of what is the scope and what is an exchange? And then we extended into knowledge of business law communications and things like that, and why they are or how they are related to marketing. So we are now ready for the 9 marketing core functions, and this is going to be the crux of everything we do for the rest of the year. You've done a lot of promotional marketing. We haven't done a lot of data gathering or anything of that nature. So now we're really going to get into the assets and the aspects of marketing. So the first thing I want you to do is on this slide, this is slide number 7, I want you to add a graphic here that best describes the 9 functions of marketing. I want you to be creative. Um, Try to find maybe a picture or a video and plug it in here on this slide, okay? After that, we will then go to the 9 functions of marketing, and the first of the 9 is marketing information management. I would like you to briefly describe and provide an example. I have a few things here. Um, I would like you to elaborate a little more. This is a short listing. I want you to elaborate a little more about what these things might mean as far as marketing information management, and I want you to relate it to the things we've already done as a marketing group. Um, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're managing information in order to market something. So, can you give me some examples? Can you describe for me some information that we have or have not managed in order to market to other people? So tell me about that in your perspective. Okay. After marketing information management, we have market planning. This revolves solely around planning what you're going to do. Um, Again, I'm asking you to briefly describe what this might look like, but I want you to do it based on what we've done so far. And have we been doing it well? Do we need to improve upon it? I clearly have a definition here, but I want you to put it in your own terms and draw a connection to this information. If you want to plug in a picture here of something that you thought we planned well, and that was the end result was a picture that showed it, plug that in here. Okay, after that, the next of the core marketing functions is pricing. Pretty self-explanatory, but can you find or remember something that had a price based on what we've dealt with so far? And what went into that price? What did we have to consider when we came up with that price? Or if you're getting ready to sell the t-shirts, what are we considering there? So keep that in mind when you're doing this and use that to help describe and provide an example. The next item is product and service management. This is assisting in the design and development of products and services to meet the needs of customers. How have you done that? How have you assisted in the design and development of products and services? How have you managed the products or services that we've offered? Think about that in relation to what we've completed so far. Beyond that, the next one, probably the easiest one for you to do, is promotion. I'm not even going to give you a full length list of what you need to do here. Just look at the quick definition and then provide your example slash description based on what you've done so far. The next one is channel management slash distribution. This is how you get your product from your customer, or from its production, its inception, to eventually your customer. So in channel management, we're trying to identify what channels our product has to go through in order to get to the consumer's hands. Um, what has happened for us? What have we produced that eventually made it to a consumer's hands, and what were all the processes or the steps that it had to go through to get there? That's what you want to describe here. After that, selling. Some of you have done this already, some of you have not. So if you were to sell, if you haven't already, briefly describe to me what you will be selling in the marketing club or the marketing class. And then if you have already done so, then please elaborate. Tell me more. I want to know what you think you've done that is selling so far. We will get much more in depth with this as we move along. The last or second to last one is risk management. Briefly describe and provide an example. What is risk management? Well, it's like insurance. It's like a plan B. It's a backup. So have we had any of these in place while we've been putting things together? You tell me. Explain it here. Maybe put a picture if you have one of those. The next one is financing. What has our budget been so far? I think most of you know what that is. The budget is based on your budget pretty much. And what has that budget helped us finance? What has it helped us provide and do? So think about that and those 9 functions, those 9 core functions. We have a couple more slides to go and then we'll be done here today. The next one is called the marketing concept. So describe and tie together all the parts mentioned thus far. Include the idea of customer relationship management, um, the idea that a business should strive to satisfy customer needs and wants while generating a profit for the business. Focuses on the customer. So the marketing concept. What is the purpose of marketing? When you think about all those things we just talked about, now put it all into one big bubble and you give me your idea based on what you've done so far of what the marketing concept is. Don't just be satisfied with this terminology. Tie it to your own experience. That'll make it more meaningful for you. Um, in continuing to go, back to the scope of marketing, this is a quick question. What is a green marketer? And what are some differences between marketing a green product slash service and a regular product that is similar? You tell me. Green, if you don't know, is something that's good for the environment. So how would a green marketer go about doing that? Um, Discussion 1, what is a target market and which company do you believe does a great job of hitting their target? Provide an example and explain why you think that company does a great job hitting their target market. So this is one of those, we'll discuss it in class, but I'd like you to put your answer in here so we can discuss it. I'm looking for the best one, the one that targets their customers the best, in your opinion. After that, the next thing you have to do, and this is where we'll stop today, you need to recreate a scene that you have had involving you as the customer dealing with an employee of a business or vice versa. Maybe you were the employee dealing with a customer. The scene needs to include visuals and dialogue, along with a brief description of what the scene represents based on your personal experience. So I'm looking for one of those situations relative to you dealing with an employee of a business or vice versa. And how did that experience go? What was it like? What was the dialogue like? I'm not looking for anything in particular here. I just want a basic scene, one that you remember that's vivid. Please remember the store. Remember maybe what the person looked like, how their demeanor was, what was their body language, what was their tone. Include that stuff in your description. Okay, you will be eventually acting this out in class. So I want you to be very detailed on this, and this will end today. We will start section 1.2 next time after we have a brief discussion about all the things you came up with today in class. Thank you for doing this. I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday, and have a good day.